It's your girl Ashley Camille here at Fifth House Bloom. This message is for Cancer. Cancer placements for the week of March 18th through March 24th. This is general guidance, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. At this time, I'd like to welcome for the call in the presence of the elevated guides who can assist me in delivering the message for Cancer. Cancer placements. May you open up our ears so that we hear the truth of liberation. May you open up our minds so that we may bloom. May you open up our hearts so that we may embrace our divinity. I ask for support in delivering this message with clarity and ease. I give thanks. Okay, Cancer, let's see what we got. This kind of popped out and it was wisdom. Okie dokie. Lessons being learned. Well, let's see. What is the focus? What is the focus? Sensuality. Okay, Cancer, this has been juicy for us over the last few weeks. And pride. Truth at the bottom. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna take my time. Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. There is something here about seeing yourself in the totality of your greatness. There's something here about seeing how beautiful you are, how special you are, how magnificent you are, how brilliant you are. Because it feels like you might not have believed it in the past. Either believed it or understand the entirety of the power that radiates from inside of you. And so it feels like I would encourage you to go back at least 2 weeks, because this is a continuation with the sensuality. Anywho, that there has been this call of connecting with yourself in this way. That's why there has been this emphasis on pleasure. That's why there has been this emphasis on sensuality. That's why there has been this emphasis on pleasure. Because when you engage in those things, when you allow that to take hold, the way that you feel about yourself, you just simply cannot deny your magic, for lack of a better word, or lack of a better way of saying it. And so it feels like maybe now you're starting to see it. Maybe now you're starting to believe it. And it might be a continuation of this sensuality work. But you have the knowledge now, you have the information now, and a lot of this feels like now looking into your external environment and seeing, is this the truth? Is what's around me reflected of who I am? So we have a new place to place our attention, right? Essentially, this is kind of like, does my environment support how wonderful I am? Does my environment, is the people I interact with, are the places that I frequent, is the way that I spend my time a reflection? And we're still, be gentle with yourself and watch your ego. Watch your ego. Healthy sense. We are coming into a true understanding of self with that. Remember that this is with self, not in comparison of others, not as better than others. This does not become, oh, I'm too good for that. But this is coming into harmony, coming to the truth of, is this a reflection of this most sensual of this freest version of me. It feels like sitting in that awareness more so than action. So don't go burn everything down around you. Observe, collect the information, collect the wisdom, see how that feels, because you have to give yourself the opportunity and the time to incorporate into this new knowledge that you've been developing as you've connected with yourself and your pleasure. Because it might end up being as simple as, or not as simple, these things change is hard, but especially if you've been doing it. But it could be like your morning ritual and it being focused on certain things to sustain that. It could be thinking about, you know, if changing jobs or leaving a place isn't in the cards right now, bringing in things that make you feel more creative, more purposeful, or they just take, reduce your stress, reduce your responsibility, right? So this doesn't have to be major shifts. You're sitting in it, using that knowledge and reconnection with how emotions feel in your body, what you know of yourself now, what you are seeking to be reflected around you, and taking note. You're taking note because the time for action will come, but this doesn't feel like observation energy. Feeling, collecting. So don't rush it. Don't rush it. Something about night and day coming through, so it does feel like you're really paying attention to, you know, your daily routines or your day-to-day. Anything from here? Action. Eight of Water, the Eight of Cups in the traditional tarot. Ah, thank you. Let me get that in. Water of Air, which is the Queen of Swords. And then Ace of Water at the bottom of the deck. A lot of water. This is you. Yeah, this is that piece about, you know, this journey that you've been on. And the clarity that it is providing, the wisdom, the shortness, the certainty. And so positioning you to be able to be decisive, you know, when you have to make decisions or decide to move differently with this juiciness, with this new sense of self, with this new understanding, and this connection with your sensuality, connection with your creativity, your ability to create, right? But you're still in the journey, and so it will feel like we are going into eclipse season, and is this going to, oh, okay, as a fellow cardinal sign and moon rule sign, you probably are already starting to kind of feel the impact of the eclipse. And so more specific guidance or clarity will come through about where this might be applying to you, and that you might even be pushed into it a little bit. But you've been doing the journey, you've been doing the work, so it feels like a continuation and new spots to evaluate, right? So continue to sit in it and to be present. I'm excited to see where this goes. But we see where it goes. We see. Right? But we're not rushing to the end. Stay present in the work that you're doing. You're doing great. All right, y'all.